In the ancient land of Israel, during the reign of King Saul, a fierce war broke out between the Israelites and their enemies, the Philistines. The Philistines gathered their forces for war and camped at Ephes-dammim, while the Israelites assembled and camped in the valley of Elah. The Philistine army stood on one hill and the Israelites on another, with a valley between them. Among the Philistine ranks was a giant named Goliath, who was over 9 feet tall. Goliath wore a bronze helmet, a coat of scale armor weighing 125 pounds, bronze greaves, and carried a bronze javelin slung on his back. His spear was like a weaver's rod, and its iron point weighed 15 pounds. He stepped forward every day for 40 days, taunting the Israelites and challenging them to send out a champion to fight him. "Why do you come out and line up for battle?" Goliath shouted. "Am I not a Philistine, and are you not the servants of Saul? Choose a man and have him come down to me. If he is able to fight and kill me, we will become your subjects. But if I overcome him and kill him, you will become our subjects and serve us." The Israelites were terrified. Among them were the 3 eldest sons of Jesse, a man from Bethlehem. Jesse's youngest son, David, was a shepherd. Jesse sent David to the battlefield with food for his brothers and to bring back news of the war. When David arrived at the camp, he heard Goliath's challenge. David was filled with anger. "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God?" David asked. His boldness caught the attention of others, and word reached King Saul. Saul sent for David. "Let no one lose heart on account of this Philistine. Your servant will go and fight him," David said to the king. Saul replied, "You are not able to go out against this Philistine and fight him. You are only a young man, and he has been a warrior from his youth." David recounted his experiences as a shepherd, defending his flock from lions and bears. "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine," David declared. Seeing David's faith and determination, Saul consented and offered his own armor to David. However, David found the armor cumbersome and chose instead to face Goliath with his sling and 5 smooth stones he picked from a stream. David approached Goliath with confidence. The giant looked down on him with disdain. "Am I a dog, that you come at me with sticks?" Goliath roared. "Come here," he said, "and I'll give your flesh to the birds and the wild animals." David responded, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and I'll strike you down and cut off your head. All those gathered here will know that it is not by sword or spear that the Lord saves. For the battle is the Lord's, and he will give all of you into our hands." As Goliath moved closer to attack, David ran quickly toward the battle line to meet him. Reaching into his bag, David took out a stone, slung it, and struck Goliath on the forehead. The stone sank into his forehead, and Goliath fell face down on the ground. With Goliath defeated, the Philistines were thrown into a panic and fled. The Israelites surged forward with a great shout, chasing the Philistines and securing a decisive victory. David's triumph over Goliath brought him fame throughout Israel and highlighted the power of faith in God. David's victory over Goliath was not just a physical battle but a spiritual triumph, showing that with faith in God, even the most formidable obstacles can be overcome.